Let's edit a full face photo. First, we're not going to use any apps. You just go into your photos and hit edit. So if you're using an iPhone, you can do a lot within your phone. First of all, which is a pretty amazing little tool, if you took a portrait photo, so using the portrait mode on your phone, you can adjust the depth of field. So the smaller the number is, the blurrier the background gets. So this is really amazing to actually make unwanted objects less visible. And then you just hit done. Okay, so let's go back to edit. You tap adjust, and again, you can do a lot within this like inbuilt app that's in your iPhone. So you can adjust shadows. So the smaller the number is, the more contrast the photo gets, and the higher the number is, the more detailed the photo gets. So you can see more details, but it's less contrasty, if that makes sense. So depending on your industry, just see which look you prefer. So you can adjust brightness and saturation, so just play around. But here's what I'm doing now is a really important one for mainly lash artists, I reckon. So it's called black point, and what it does is you can highlight your blacks in your photo. So if you move the slide up, you will highlight the blacks more, and if you move the slide down, that's when the blacks are gonna be less black. Can you see the change? So for lash artists, this is an amazing tool. So without actually touching the lashes or adding anything to them, you can make your lashes pop more. Just remember, you don't want to overdo anything. Less is always more. So let's move on to the fun part. Let's use some editing apps. We're going to start with Facetune. I use the paid version here, and I really recommend you to invest in it because Facetune is best for removing blemishes and whitening the eyes. And these are two things that you're going to use a lot in your skin editing. So first, I want to show you something. Let's go in retouch, and then you'll see there's a tool called heal. So in Photoshop, that is a tool that works absolutely amazing. That's what you would use to remove blemishes or any skin imperfections. Well, not here. As you can see, it is just not enough. It doesn't do much, to be honest. It just kind of like blurs this selected area. So I don't recommend using that one. Let's go into patch and tap vanish. And this is a tool you want to use. Let's see. Perfect, isn't it? So this is the tool we're going to use all the way through to clear the skin. I always like to start with any acne or blemishes or just discoloration really, and then I move to the smaller ones. So I'm using an Apple Pencil and an iPad, but this app and the whole process is the exact same how I would do it in my phone. So this is really just for the purpose of the video. It's just a bigger screen. Yes, it is easier. I think easier to work on an iPad. It's just there's something about the pencil or Apple Pen that's very easy to use, but you can achieve the exact same results if you do this on your phone. So don't worry if you don't have an iPad. But if you have one, I recommend using it. It's just easier. So now moving on to the brows. This tool, the vanish tool, is absolutely perfect to remove those little unwanted hairs around the actually anywhere really, around the brows or around the lips. Again, you don't want to overdo it, okay? So a little bit of imperfection is fine. What we want to do is really to just clear the skin so that we can draw the attention to the lashes or brows, depending on what industry you're in. After finishing one section, you always want to zoom out to see the image as a whole, because it's very easy to overdo things. So here I'm editing the lips a little bit, nothing too much. It doesn't matter that it's not 100% perfect. There's no such thing. Those edits that we used to do like 5-10 years ago, you know, those like very smooth skin and very contrasty. I'm sure you remember those. Well, don't do it. In every industry, natural is becoming more and more popular. So this includes editing as well. So we still want to leave a little bit of imperfection here and there. It is sometimes hard for me as I'm a perfectionist. So I could, as you can see, I could do this for a long time. Sometimes I have to stop myself to not spend like hours on editing, because a full face edit shouldn't be more than, let's say, like 10-15 minutes. We're not photographers. We just want to draw the attention to the lashes, brows, or whatever your service is. It can be nails or makeup. So obviously you never want to touch the service that you are selling, if that makes sense. So if you're a brow artist, don't touch the brows. If you're a lash artist, don't touch the lashes. So you really just want to clean the surrounding area. So now I'm finishing my editing with this tool, and let's see the before, after with just this one tool.